Talk about legacies in the NASCAR world. The Wendell Scott family down in Danville is one that has had a profound impact in the sport of stock car racing, especially for black athletes. Now, there's a new kid on the block who's looking to blaze a path of his own, and he's doing it with the support of the Scott family and the Wendell Scott Foundation. WFXR Sports' Ryan Moy has more with this story.
Rajah Caruth has continued to find success on the track. Now he's on to another milestone in his career, one where he'll be driving in the NASCAR Truck Series with the support and backing of the Wendell Scott Foundation, a foundation that holds a special place in the 20-year-old's heart.
It's really significant and groundbreaking to me because, in school, NASCAR had my heart, and anytime I had the chance to do a project on it, it would be about the Scott family. And so, and one of those accomplishments as a race car driver, but also getting to the racetrack with his family. And so to represent them with the legacy that they've built in this sport is amazing. And to add to it, it's a true honor. And the chance to create my own is amazing as well.
Rajah Caruth, he's going to be driving the Wendell Scott Foundation Chevy Silverado this year. He's going to be driving our race truck full-time in partnership with GMS Racing and Legacy Motor Club. And so, we're proud of that evolution and that my grandfather's legacy is continuing to open up doors, whether they're intangible or tangible, it's continuing to open up doors. And so we're very proud of that.
The Wendell Scott Foundation helps to provide youth services while supporting educational and cultural development, as well as keeping the legacy of NASCAR's first African-American race car driver alive. Wendell Scott's grandson and founder of the foundation, Warwick Scott, says you have to know where you're from to understand where you're going.
During the portions of his career where NASCAR was in the Jim Crow South and dealing with the civil rights era and all of the atrocities that came with that time. The fact that he went his entire career unsponsored, but was still able to become a Hall of Famer, it says a lot that it's still connected to today's society.
In the days after George Floyd and the social justice upheaval of NASCAR, those atrocities are still being seen today, just in a different form, which is something Caruth is well aware of.
Being a young black kid in a different state with working with people that A, you do not know, B, are from completely different backgrounds and are of completely different ethnicities and a different culture is extremely hard because, I definitely found myself in moments of what's going, I don't enjoy this, not necessarily the skills and the things I'm doing in pertinence to race car driving or working at the shop, but a lot of the other stuff, it's just do I even need to be here? But as I kind of grew up, I've definitely stood on my word and I'm growing into who I am now, and I'm proud of who I am. So any different obstacles that come in my way, whether it be from inside or outside the industry, from whomever, it doesn't faze me at all.
With drivers like Bubba Wallace before him, following in Scott's footsteps is something Caruth proudly carries with him on and off the track, especially since this isn't just about racing, it's about family.
He's an embodiment of everything that the naysayers would say is impossible. You would say a young African American just from Washington, D.C., you would say that area, that region has no NASCAR synergy. But here he is. You would say, well, how would a young man like him even get the prerequisite training or the opportunity to even enter the sport? But then emerges things like iRacing, right? And so this is how he actually enters the sport. It's through iRacing, and then having a program to enter that opened up doors for him to continue to progress, through NASCAR, which is NASCAR's diversity program. And so him being able to walk through all of those particular doors, of which my grandfather built the framework for each of those doors, is very profound and unique.
Uncle Warwick is great, man, and the whole Scott family, and Shanique and Frank, everybody is awesome and has welcomed me with warm arms over the last couple of years, and I've been extremely thankful for that. And again, just truly blessed to represent them on the racetrack. So it's I can't wait, man.
In Danville, Ryan Moy, WFXR Sports.